behind closed doors. I'm a fool for your love.
Hi guys, another Geek123 here. So today's video is about the production and the release of Iron Man 2, the third MCU film that continues Tony Stark's story. So let's get into it. So first, the development. Jon Favreau, when he was originally making the first Iron Man, he wanted to create a trilogy where we see Jeff Bridges becoming Ironmonger as Stain, slowly with hints like Harry Osborn in as the new Goblin in the Spider-Man trilogy. But after meeting with comic book writers including Mark Miller, Stain just became a one-off villain, and Favreau wanted to make the Mandarin a teasing villain in the sequel for him to become the villain in the third. Even with the director change from the third, this did sort of happen with hints in this one. Then there was a weird twist in the third, giving an odd hint that we may get this character in the future. We obviously won't be facing Tony anymore. It's a shame that went in a weird twist. But back to the development for this film, you want to mainly focus to be on Stark's alcoholism. But he didn't want it to be like the Demon in Bottle comic book storyline, if you guys have read that. In interviews with Downey, he said it was more focused on him coping with his old age and how he handles working with the world knowing he's now Iron Man. He once again said that it wouldn't be like the storyline. Shane Black, that ended up directing the third, also helped with this part of the script from inspiration of J. Robert Oppenheimer, which is, I wouldn't say he's too much like in Tony Stark's situation, but he is still in like a situation where everyone knows this big. Now for the pre-production. After Iron Man's success, Marvel Studios announced the sequel with a release date of April 30th, 2010. In July 2008, Favreau signed on to direct. The same month, Justin Theroux signed on to write with Favreau and Downey's help. He also co-wrote Tropic Thunder, which Downey starred in, and that's where he ended up getting hired from Downey's input to Marvel, saying, "Hey, this guy is a good writer, hire him." Adi Granov also returned to design Iron Man's armor. In October 2008, Marvel Studios finally agreed to film the movie as well as their next 3 films at Raleigh Studios in Manhattan Beach, California. A few days later as well, Don Cheadle was hired to replace Terrence Howard as James Rhodes Olsen. Howard went on for a while, saying it was because he never signed on for future films and that the studio wanted to take a different direction with the character, which he was happy with, and more lies came with that, but eventually it was revealed that he wanted more money than Downey because he thought he was more famous, and they replaced him because of his horrible personality on set of the first film as well. And no offense to Terrence Howard, because he is a great actor. I've seen him in a couple other things. I'm not really a fan of like the things he's in, but he's still a spot on actor. But I have heard lots of stories of him about his experience in Marvel, that he is a horrible person. Again, no offense, I don't know the guy. Plus, I call a bit of bullshit there as well, and believe Marvel's side, because obviously it's Marvel and you can mostly trust them with everything. But they sort of did tease War Machine at the end of Iron Man. Do you not remember? Next time, baby, and all that stuff.
Next time, baby.
So yeah, I call bullshit because he did end up doing more stuff that was set up in Iron Man. So yeah. In January 2009, Warwick and Rockwell were in talks to be villains, and a few days later, Rockwell confirmed he would be playing Justin Hammer. Paul Bettany at the time also confirmed he would return as the voice of Jarvis. Emily Blunt was also in the talks to play Black Widow, since it's Black Widow's first appearance in a movie, but she didn't take it on because of her filming with Gulliver's Travels. Not sure what time period we're in. Samuel Jackson also confirmed that he was in the talks to return as Nick Fury, but he was not sure if he was going to. But eventually in the February, he did sign on as the character for 9 films and did appear in this one. Rourke at the time as well dropped out because around the same time he was offered $250,000, but he didn't think that was enough. I mean, I would take it, but I guess in an actor's level it is a bit low. But he signed on in the March because Marvel did raise the price, which is good for him. But is it good for Marvel? Probably not, but they did make money back. Yeah. On the same day, Scarlett Johansson signed on to be Black Widow, but she also signed on to potentially be in the Avengers movie, which she did so. Now for filming. Principal photography began on April 6, 2009 at the Pasadena Masonic Temple with a work entitled Rasputin. Funny name to me. The bulk of the production took place at Riley Studios again, which I mentioned before, but other production studios were used as well. Scenes were filmed at Edwards Air Force Base from May 11th to May 13th. The historic Grand Prix of Monaco. I definitely butchered that name. I'm not good with names, guys, you should know this by now. But that sequence was shot in the parking lot of Downey Studios, with sets constructed in the May and filming lasted through the June. Filming was meant to happen at that Grand Prix in 2009 with permission, but then it got cancelled by Bernie Ecclestone. So if you have a problem with that, blame him, not Marvel. I'm being slandering people because of Marvel, but I won't mean to, but just obviously been proved a lot, and this is why it's been on numerous sources that I've researched into with my own knowledge to help make this video. Tanner Fust also took on the role of racing in Stark's car for the stunts. A massive green screen was also constructed at Sepulveda Dam to film a portion of the Stark Expo scene, with the rest either shot at an area high school or digitally added into the film. Filming lasted 71 days in total, and the film's production wrapped on July 18th, 2009. The 4 teaser in the post-credits scene was also filmed at the time when that movie was getting filmed. Now for post-production. In January 2010, IMAX, Marvel and Paramount announced the film would be released on digital IMAX screens. It wasn't shot on IMAX cameras, however, so it was converted from the IMAX DMR technology. The film also had reshoots in the February. Actor Olivia Munns had a small role in the original cut, but it did get cut from the final one, but she did end up getting a new small role from the reshoots. ILM created 257 shots for the film using programs such as Maya. Perception worked on over 125 shots, and they crafted gadgets like Tony's LG smartphone and also helped with the backdrops for the Stark Expo. In total, 11 visual effects studios worked on the film. Now for music. A soundtrack album featuring AC/DC was released for the music of the film on April 19th, 2010, and they were 3 different versions: Basic, Special and Deluxe. In the final film there were also songs from The Average White Band, The Clash, Queen, Daft Punk, Tupac and the Beastie Boys. But they were also original songs composed by John Demley, I think that's how it's pronounced, with help from Tom Morello and Richard M. Sherman. Now for marketing. At San Diego Comic-Con 2009, a 5-minute trailer for the film was shown. A website for Stark Industries went online as well, with an attached graphic called Napkin Memo. From Stark to Potts announcing that industries are no longer making weapons, which would have happened in the events from the first movie. A other trailer was put on promotions at the Sherlock Holmes film, then online to YouTube, then it was shown at Jimmy Kimmel Live, and then finally it was shown at the Academy Awards. Other promotions were made by Cinematic. I've never heard of that brand, but I probably have, so sorry about that. Dr. Pepper, Burger King once again, 7-Eleven, Aldi once again like they do in most films of the MCU, LG Electronics, and finally Hershey.
Good evening, Mr. Stark.
What?
How may I assist you?
Suit me up?
As you wish, sir.
All right. Oh, come on! Never mind, I'm good.
Enter for a chance to win Iron Man's gadgets at drpepper.com.
Stark Expo, where the future is on display. That includes the BK of tomorrow, the results of Stark's merger with Burger King, and the new Buck Double. More beef than the McDouble for just a buck.
Please put down your weapon.
He's a prototype.
The new Buck Double. It's the next big thing. Only at Burger King.
I love Iron Man, but my roommate Mike is completely obsessed. Check him out. And ever since 7-Eleven released all those Iron Man 2 collectibles, he's really stepped it up, because he's just determined to win the Live Like a Billionaire prize. Even if it kills him.
Collect like a superhero, live like a billionaire. Only at 7-Eleven. Come in for exclusive Iron Man 2 collectibles and get your fill of Invincible Orange Sunkissed Slurpee to find out how you can win.
Wow, I'm sick of these drones. Alan, use your LG Ally smartphone to find a local crowbar shop. Something to pry open this flaming car. Andy, use yours to get on Google Latitude and find out if we have any strong friends nearby. Jen, download some cool rescue music. Okay, get on eBay and bid on a car that's not upside down. No, Jen, too obvious. Upload that to Facebook. Check Open Table for dinner reservations. I want tacos, but I won't force it on you, but I kind of deserve it because I'm kind of doing all the work here. Jen, you're really not good at this.
What about me?
Hey, buddy, I just need you to do one thing, okay? Use your LG Ally to take a YouTube video of me standing like this with the flames in the background, because girls like guys who stand near flames.
Is it a lifesaver? The new LG Ally smartphone. So is it a smartphone or something better?
For Alexander C. Iveen also adapted the script into a novel with the same name that released on April 2010. A comic book miniseries was also released around the same time called Iron Man vs. Whiplash, which was to promote the movie to show off this new version of the villain. And another miniseries was also released about a couple of weeks later called Iron Man 2 Public Identity. Yet another video game was released by Sega on May 4th, 2010 in America, but I will talk more about that game in a separate video, or talk about the games all in one video. That will definitely happen in the future sometime, but I'm not sure when. And I'm just saying it now if you guys don't know. These Sega games are bad to me, but all I'm saying at the minute is that it released just before the Avengers movie, so you'll probably be hearing about Sega in like up to probably the production of is it Captain America the First Avenger, if I'm right? So finally for the release, the movie premiered at A Captain Theatre in LA on April 26, 2010 and was released in 6,764 theatres across 54 countries between April 28th to May 7th, with America being the final release on May 7th. America also had it open in 4,380 other theatres, which in total made it 11,144 in total. The whole reason as well for the rest of the countries having the movie before the US, which was unusual back then, was for promotion of the 20th. Also on September 28th, 2010, the film was released on DVD and Blu-ray. So guys, that was the production and release of Iron Man 2. This film, in my opinion, is not the best MCU movie, but I still like the movie because I like Iron Man's stories in this universe, and if you want a nice little ranking of the Iron Man movies quickly here, it's going to be Iron Man, and then just Iron Man 3, because Iron Man 3 and Iron Man 2 are mostly hated on, or underrated to me, but Iron Man 2 slightly above, and then Iron Man 3 is the final one, so it's sort of perfectly in order for me, with greatness to badness, but Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2 are still quite good films, but not as good as the first one. So what are your guys' thoughts on the movie? And if you have any more information about the production or the release, just generally comment down below, or go to my most recent tweet and othergeek1231. If you liked the video or disliked the video, please like or dislike the video to give me feedback. Don't worry if you do dislike though, because if you want to comment down below, give me suggestions how I can improve as a channel, I will put them recommendations in my mind on a list, and then try and do that as much as I can in these future videos, because I want to make the best content for you guys. And finally, if you want to talk anything nerdy, my main two nerdy things are Marvel, Spider-Man, well, they're the same thing, and Sonic. So if you guys want to talk anything nerdy, just go to my Discord server, and the link's always in the description, like my Twitter as well, if you want to do that instead of searched up the Twitter. Sorry for rambling on there. So thank you guys for watching. Peace.
Hold up.